Hi guys, it's Jo from Invest Leeds. As you can see, I am here in our office in Leeds 12. I just thought it would be good to give a quick update about what's going on in the media and the world and how we are handling it here. It's business as usual is basically the headline, I guess. People still need a place to live, and we've obviously got a lot of deals that are going through. We've got tenants that are inevitably going to have problems with the boilers or whatever, so it'd be unfair to sort of say, look, we're closing down, and that wouldn't be good. We do use a lot of cloud-based apps, so these are like programs that are sort of stored up there on the internet. So the advantage of that is that we can work from anywhere in the world where there's an internet connection. Obviously we're not going to be travelling very far at the moment, but I do have internet obviously at home, so if I do need to isolate and work from home, that won't be a problem. I will still have access to all the systems that I use, and anybody who works in my team has access to that too. So most people have, pretty much everybody has internet at home these days. So in terms of tenants reporting issues and us liaising with contractors and things like that, I can't foresee a problem getting the information and knowing who's got keys and so on. We've got all our let properties are let. There's no vacancies at the moment. The only property with a vacancy, we're purposely not refilling that because the landlady is changing strategy. So we don't foresee that we'll be doing many viewings on let properties. We might have investors that want to view or do a second viewing on properties that they're buying. At the moment, there's no restrictions in place down to each individual and their situation, so the viewings at the moment could still take place. It could also be possible to do what I do for my Chinese buyers, which is where myself or the vendor or person living in the property can do a viewing by Skype or a WhatsApp video kind of viewing. We're quite used to working like this. We've got a lot of clients that live at distance. I would also say that anybody who's doing a physical viewing, that everybody involved in that viewing, like the person who lives at the property, the vendor, the investor, myself, anybody who's involved, that they're not self-isolating and they make it be known if they have got any symptoms of coronavirus, and then I wouldn't recommend that we do that viewing. Usual precautions, wash hands, could maybe wash hands and use the washing stuff when they're coming in and out of the property if they're scared. Face-to-face meetings, obviously it's harder for people to travel. I do sometimes have clients come to my office, maybe 3 or 4 times a month. I have visitors that have come up from London and even Hong Kong. They probably won't be going ahead, but we've got the facilities to do those meetings online, so I can use Skype or again WhatsApp and even Facebook Messenger kind of Facebook FaceTime thingy. I've had too much coffee today, my head's going a bit wonky. So face-to-face meetings can be done online. The tours I do of Leeds, I've got none actually booked at the moment. If anybody was looking at doing a tour, I'd suggest that you let me know before you book, and I guess we'd have to confirm and reconfirm. Leeds isn't a bad place to get stuck in, by the way. It's not the end of the world. If you come up here and you have to stay, you might just see how lovely it is. Tenants, we've not yet had any tenants using self-isolating as a reason not to pay rent. I'm not saying that won't happen. I've actually got one tenant who's on a 0 hours contract in a supermarket, and she's basically been full-time for the last week because she's restocking loo rolls basically every morning, Armageddon, that kind of thing. So it's actually worked in her favour. I've got other tenants that work in all different fields. Again, I think some are quite sensible and they've maybe planned ahead and they've saved some money. other tenants will have to deal with it if it arises. We've got some housing benefit tenants. I don't foresee that it would be a problem for them. But yeah, we'll deal with that if and when it arises. I'm not going to worry about something that might not happen. And then the last issue just to talk about is my son is type 1 diabetic. So that does put him in the very high risk category. He has gone to school. I would have had reason to keep him off. The virus I don't think could be worse for him. I think it would send his bloods dangerously high, and that can lead to coma. We had an emergency in his school yesterday. It wasn't related to coronavirus at all, but I went in and sorted that out, and I spoke to school, and yeah, I think the fear actually is quite bad for him. When he's scared, his blood sugar drops dangerously low, and he said himself that he knows when school shuts that it's here, and that he thinks would be a very scary time. So for that reason I've kept him in school. I'm not aware of any kids in his school testing positive, or anything just coming back from China or anything like that. So I think it's safer at the moment that I keep him in, because the fear would actually cause it. Saying that, I am considering to start keeping him off, because she's getting rail kind of thing. But like I say, if I do decide to keep him off, or is told to stay off, I can work from home, and I might even have a little cheeky 6 foot tall 13-year-old to help me out, get some of these tasks done. If anyone's any questions about how we're operating, or for some reason you think you're a client maybe and you think coronavirus might affect you and your situation and working with us, obviously just feel free to email us or message us on Facebook, and we'll try and sort a safe solution out. And thank you for watching.